Hello everyone, I'm Aljimsani Amit from Bitel Ed2B. So now we're going to discuss the emotion and cognitive learning interplay. So semantic wiring. Consumers link concepts for memory retrieval. The active process and storage of knowledge is influenced by emotions. When marketing presents a product that evokes emotions, consumer recall is likely to increase. So semantic wiring is consumer affects that can trigger the retrieval of memories and or help associate new information for existing knowledge. When marketing presents a product that evokes emotions, it can increase the likelihood of brand recall and or shape positive perceptions of their brands. Additionally, by using words in brand communication and features that are linked to positive remembered emotions, marketers create the potential for hedonic value. Mode congruent recall. Events are associated with modes. When a mode can be controlled by marketing, consumers' evaluations of a product can be influenced. Mode congruent recall refers to the observation that people train to remember more information that is consistent or congruent with their mood at the time that they were exposed to the information. Schema-based affect. Emotions become stored as part of the meaning for a category. So the schema-based affect refers to the idea that schemas contain affective and emotional meanings. If the affect found in a schema can be changed, then attitude toward a brand or a product will change as well. So here are the examples of schema-based affect. So number one is Disney. The affect is joyfulness and fun. The typical consumer reaction is consumers have increased brand equity and lower price sensitivity for Disney products. The second one is individual countries like United Kingdom, France, United States, Japan, Israel, and China. The effect is consumers may have slightly different effects associated with each country. The typical consumer reaction is consumers are less favorable towards product manufactured in countries for which that consumer's schema evokes negative effect. The third one is telemarketing. The effect is aggravations. The typical consumer reactions is consumers often hang up quickly as a built-in avoidance response. The fourth one is baby. The effect is tenderness or warmth. The typical consumer reaction is products are associated with babies are viewed more favorably. The fifth one is sports star. The effect is excitement. The typical consumer reaction is consumers may generalize excitement to the product and service endorsed by the star. And the last one is stereotypes. The effect is each stereotypes evokes slightly different effects. The typical consumer reaction is the affect associated with the stereotype can cause consumers to be more or less willing to approach and may alter information processing. Next is self-conscious emotions. Specific emotions that result from some evaluation or reflection of one's own behavior include pride, shame, guilt, and embarrassment. So, self-conscious emotions are those affected by how we see ourselves and how we think others perceive us. They include emotions like pride, jealousy, and embarrassment. Self-consciousness and self-awareness are sometimes healthy signs of emotional maturity. They can help you fit in and function within a community. So next is emotional contagion. So here are the link of the video example of emotional contagion. Emotional contagion represents the extent to which an emotional display by one person influences the emotional state of a bystander. So the example is describes how people who observes the emotions and behaviors of another tend to copy those emotions and behaviors. So emotional labor. workers have to overtly manage their own emotional displays as a part of the requirements of the jobs. So the example is prevention of response to a customer when they treat an employee rudely or inappropriately.